Are we in your podcast right now or no? We didn't start yet.
No, we could start. We could start right now. You want to start right now?
Yeah.
Okay, we're starting right now.
I gotta say this right off the bat. This Corona thing, sitting inside, like, and I know, John, I've talked to you about this. James, for years, I've talked to you about this, about how I've never done things like this because I was very uncomfortable, like doing like not podcasting things, but being on camera and stuff.
Yeah.
And I think this is gonna force me.
Good.
To do this.
Good.
So thank you, boys. This is because of you. This is my first embarrassing.
This isn't embarrassing.
Camera.
All bets are off.
Faces can be on screen. That face can be too.
Exactly. All bets are off. It's life in the time of a pandemic. This is Quarantine Con Carne. I'm talking across the vast expanse of the city of Chicago with my old pal, Tim Virgin, my slightly newer pal, John Manley, both full-time disc jockeys. You hear them every day on 101 WKQX. Before I begin our conversation, our aimless, directionless, rudderless conversation, I'm going to read a sponsor. Okay. And you could just, I don't know, pour another bourbon as I do this.
I'm going to get an iced tea.
That sounds so refreshing, Tim.
Thanks, buddy.
Quarantine Con Carne is sponsored by C&H Financial Services. Business owners, are you tired of your hard-earned profits going toward paying expensive fees every time your customer pays with a credit or debit card? We're happy to announce our partners at C&H Financial Services have the solution. C&H is the fastest-growing financial services company in Illinois, as recognized by Inc. magazine, and their patented technology allows you to eliminate 100% of the fees associated with accepting credit and debit cards as a form of payment. That's right, Tim and John, 100% of the fees. C&H will also upgrade your business to the industry's leading point-of-sale system to streamline every aspect of your business for no cost. That's right, no cost. Visit freeprocessingnow.com or call 855-600-2437, extension 999, and start saving money today. Just like radio. Just like radio.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Can I do my sponsor now? I'd like to thank Toronto's soft sub rolls. I've been eating these a lot lately, and
it's Car Con Carne. Let's eat in the car. It's Car Con Carne. And now here's the star of our show, James Van Alstyne.
So, do you guys are you stacked up with provisions? Are you hunkered down for the long haul here? Are you? As the apocalypse continues, are you?
I have been doing two things since this started: napping and snacking. Yep. And they're both starting to become a bit of a problem.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely. This is funny because I agree with you on this. I went and I was the guy going, I'm not really sure if I should stack up. And I stocked up on the things I wanted, but I'm absolutely eating everything in the first like 2 or 3 days because you're bored.
I was doing some intermittent fasting before all this started, and now I still am, but my fasting times is now, instead of 6 hours on, 18 hours off, it's like 18 hours on, sleep for 6, and then eat 18 hours straight again. It's a problem.
The best meme I saw all week was a before and after quarantine, and the before was Vince Neil circa like 1984 with Motley Crue, and the after is the present day Vince Neil. Because, yeah, if you're home all day, you can't help it, but just go for the snacks. I've rifled through an entire package of pistachio Oreos today.
Oh my gosh. Just before I started talking to you guys, I kid you not, I was online at the Chicago Nut Company, whatever it is, online ordering peach rings, pistachios, like literally all the like Tootsie Rolls, like everything was like $3.99 a pound. And I'm like, I'll take that. What if something happens and I can't even go online anymore? I'll take that. Literally, I have
a guy's got to
do it.
And let's face it, I've been admiring your peach ring for I don't know how long, Tim.
No, that's something else, James. That's
so. I was talking yesterday with a guy representing a suicide prevention organization. I'm trying not to be freaked out by stuff. Like I went to Target yesterday, and it felt like The Mist, like the grocery store scene in the movie The Mist. And I kept my cool in there, and I left there. I'm like, well, fuck. I think I'm overwhelmed by this, to the point where at 5 o'clock yesterday, I'm like, I'm just going to take a little nap. I was gone for 2 hours. Like my entire mind and body shut down. I was gone. And how are you guys relating to this? I get by with a lot of dark humor, but it's weird.
I don't know if dark humor is going to help you, dude. That's what I think is going to make it worse.
It's all I have. It's all I have.
John, you can start on this one if you want.
All right. What am I doing? Like, how am I handling it? I think I'm doing okay. I kind of with you though. It was, I think when it really kind of hit was the same thing. I went into a Whole Foods, like our last day at the office. I was like, I'm going to bop over to Whole Foods. It's right across the street from our studio. So I was like, I'll bop in there and grab like a couple cartons of noodles or whatever and a ham. I don't know. Whatever was there. It was Whole Foods. I'll grab some stuff and then bounce. And when I walked in there, it was, empty shelves, except for like the one sad quinoa bowl that nobody wanted to order or eat. Like there's like the one.
I talked about that today. Did you see that list? It was like listed somewhere. It's what is still left on the shelves in most stores.
So good.
It's brilliant to see. It's terrible for companies. I mean, if you really want to do market research, this is the time to do market research on stuff.
Yeah,
like,
that's
literally.
Like I was like, wow, so nobody likes the, Trader Joe's broccolini, apparently. Like that's the one thing that's, even in this time where it's the only thing on the shelf, people are like,
I'll figure it out. I'll wing it.
I'll kill a squirrel. I don't know. We'll do anything.
It is very eerie. Like still at rush hour, I'm going to be honest with you. I ran out to Best Buy today because I wanted to get a printer. I'm just going to be honest with you because I like circling things, writing things on like my logs and stuff. So, or just printing up like news things. And I have it on my iPad in front of me, like when I'm doing my show, but sometimes I need something else, whatever. The bottom line is I needed to get it. So I finally ran out and got it. And it was during rush hour. There's a lot of people driving. And then literally by the time I came out of Best Buy, it was probably around a little bit after 6 o'clock. It was nothing. And it's kind of not even here to train. Kind of eerie. It was very eerie at a little bit. And now tonight it's going to get worse, right? Because people are going to be, are we supposed to stay in? Is it the law? Or is what's happening?
It's not the law. I mean, the whole idea of voluntary sheltering? I forgot the exact term.
Yeah.
The thing they're doing in California. I feel like we're already doing that.
They're not doing it in California, by the way. I saw California. Nobody's doing anything because the exercise thing gives people the excuse to just do whatever they want anyways. They're just putting on yoga pants and doing what they were going to do originally.
Also, by the way, can I just say right now that it's a real dick move if you're still exercising outdoors right now. Not that you're spreading germs or anything like that, but like the rest of us are, like I said, having a bit of a snack problem.
I thought you were going to go something serious. You really did.
No. I'm trying to play as much video games as possible. I look out the window and there's like Chad and Trisha jogging down the street, getting a good sweat in, and it's like
with their dog Elmo.
You guys
Everybody's happy.
So,
man, this is the way to get. I'm going to tell you right now. It is. I've seen a lot of. This is weird. Comedians who are now out of work doing some. Comedians are dark people. Some of them, right? So a lot of them are going into like these really quick depressions. Like I've literally seen 3 different comedians get on and go, I don't have a job. I haven't slept in 2 days. I stole from CVS yesterday. Like literally it's going to be bad for some people. It's going to be horrible for some people.
It's tough. I think one of the secrets, not to go too dark. I mean, when I talked to this organization last night, connection is key. I mean, we're all socially isolated. It feels really strange because it is really strange and it's unprecedented. But even something like this, where I'm looking at both of you, we're having a video chat, we're connecting on some human level. As much of that as you can do.
Yeah.
I mean, we joke, this is like what introverts have been doing all along. Yeah, I'm a little introverted too, but I need connection. I think we all do.
And this is what I was afraid of. And now I'm getting used to it. Like, look, even with do you guys FaceTime your moms and your dads? Your parents?
No.
See, my mom, I didn't either until now my brother started doing it and my mom started getting used to it. And so now I kind of give her the heads up if I'm going to call FaceTime likewise so she can get herself prepped. Like literally.
We get it. Radio continue.
Right, exactly. But I think it's helping her. I think it's better. I think
for sure.
What you're saying is absolutely correct is what I'm trying to say.
It's funny. I take a lot of calls from like, that's part of my job is like, we're dealing with like the record labels and stuff like that. And it was amazing. Like today I took maybe 5 phone calls. Each of them were like 45 minutes to an hour long of us just shooting the shit.
Yeah.
Like it had nothing to do with the business. It was just like, how are you? What's
Yeah.
up in-
There's a lot of people actually doing that. Like I had a couple of people in the industry, like, are you okay? Is everything cool? Like, what's going on? And everybody, I think, is absolutely talking to each other now. It's pretty amazing, actually.
Well, it's funny, John, you and I had to talk about some work stuff yesterday morning, and what could have been a 10-minute conversation was like an hour. I hung up. I'm like, oh, wait, it's almost lunchtime. How did that happen? But it's just, I enjoyed having the exchange.
Yeah, I think you're right. And it's so true where it's like, I'm an introvert as well. And I was like, oh, I was born for this. I'm a Gen X introvert. Like, this is my wheelhouse, right? Like, let me show you the ways.
Yeah.
And we're on Thursday and I'm like, and I have a girlfriend. So like, we're sheltered together. I have someone to interact with. And even today I'm going like, man, I got to get out of this house. Like all
right. I want to ask you 2 questions because James, you're married. Is there times where it's getting tough for you 2 guys? Like, do you guys have like separate parts of the house or everything that you're going to yet? Or you're like, your wife's like, you're on my nerves. Go do a podcast.
Well, I've selectively removed myself from the family to do the podcast. Yeah. Like this is this is my self-care. I've got 2 kids I'm minding as well and a cute, adorable dog. But you kind of know when you're overstepping and when you're in people's faces too much, and you just kind of, after a certain amount of time, when to back off and retreat to your own corner. But I mean, I work out. This is my home office I'm in right now. This is where I do my podcast. No real issues on my end. How about you, John?
No, I think I'm pretty lucky. So far it's been really, and we're kind of a new living together couple. So we're kind of going through things just as for the first time, just in general. Yeah. So, but no, it's been pretty good. The hardest part, honestly, has been when it's time to like do my show. It's really, really weird.
Yeah.
My show with like knowing that she can hear me in the other room. Like
it's embarrassing sometimes, right?
Yeah. But if I'm on the radio, I'll be like, are you listening? Are you listening right now? Like, tune in. I'm making a joke about you. It's awesome. Now I'm 5 feet away going like, shut up, go outside. Like,
I have a question for you guys. Do you think, since the way society is and like the younger generation, we think aren't like we were when we were, well, John, I don't know what generation you are. You're younger than us, but
I'm one of those the exennials was what they call us. But
yeah. So, but millennials, we thought like we used to like actually talk to each other and approach each other. Do you think this is going to force people to do that, even though we're not even together anymore with this FaceTime stuff? Do you think it'll get better? James, you have kids that are younger.
Mm-hmm.
Are they like? Do you know what I'm saying? How they're not like as social.
It is.
They're kind of social awkward, is what I'm saying, compared to what we were growing up.
Yeah, it's funny. It is very different, and it's hard to really qualify. But the way teenagers behave now is so completely different, almost to the point of being alien from what you and I think grew up with. They are much more comfortable being on their own, being their own people, and not having that constant interaction.
Yes.
Whereas when I was 16 or 17, I had to be out every night. Every night I could be out with large groups of people doing all kinds of miscreant stuff. That's not, maybe my kids are unique, but they're perfectly fine just hanging out.
I think it's going to force me to be into their stuff. Literally, like it's going to pull me back and do it their way now, I think.
Well, think about like just using the technology that you have now more than you would have in the past. Like don't ever, I'll never answer the phone. You'll call me and I'll text you while the phone's ringing going like, why are you calling me? You know what I mean? It's supposed to pick it up. And now
thank God you said that, because I thought it was just me.
No, it's not.
I thought, no, what a dick. Like, really?
That's my move. Move.
I don't like answering the phone either. I don't like answering the phone.
I'll look at my phone with an incredulous look like, you couldn't have texted? What are you doing? Well, why is this happening?
That's it. And like, look, my dad was that same when he first got his phone when he was alive. He's like, why could you just call? Because I'm trying to text him because it's easy. Because I can get because his conversation is probably like you guys talking to me. It'll take a 10-minute conversation. Should have been only 2 minutes, but I make it a 10-minute conversation. And that's where texting comes in handy. You know what I'm saying? With people like me. And then he's like, why can't you just call? Just call. It's so impersonal. And it's like, well, I guess it's not anymore. You know,
the frustrating part is I've spent so much time trying to like corral my mom into being a texter or like my family member. It's like, just text. We don't have to have, I don't need a 45-minute conversation about your day at the office. Just like, how are you? We're good. Text. And
my mom's really good at it.
now I'm the opposite, and like now I'm going like, somebody call me. Let's get on the phone. Let's get on the horn. Let's chat it up. Like, oh god damn it.
So I've got this little hobby, this little podcast hobby that's keeping me busy. John, based on what I'm learning from you, your downtime, your at home time will be spent playing video games and drinking bourbon. Is there, like, what would you recommend to a shuttered in person, like binge wise or activity wise?
Well, there's going to be a lot of movies getting played soon. I know that. Like, I'm going to watch a ton of movies. I think I might live tweet a couple of them. I have cats, so I'm excited to watch that. And it's not the butthole version, unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you want to look at it. But yeah, I mean, TVs, movies, video games. I've had a ukulele for like 3 years that I've never even touched, and today I touched it. That's not a metaphor, by the way. That's factual. That's real. A real ukulele.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so I'm going to try to learn that a little bit. I don't know. Pick a hobby. We grabbed some puzzles.
That's what I did. Wait, I got to show you. Hold on.
See, I can't do puzzles at all. I cannot. They make me crazy.
Really?
Like jigsaw puzzles? No, I can't do it.
Wait, are you guys ready?
It's the bean.
We're going to show you our puzzles, James. Okay, it's the bean. I like that one. Yeah. Are you ready? Ready, boys?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Wait, what is that, Lebowski?
Lebowski, my friend.
Wait, is that a puzzle or is that an actual video case?
It's a puzzle. It's a blockbuster puzzle of the big Lebowski DVD cover.
How long do you have to finish it?
Okay, there you go. I can see it.
That's amazing.
Hey, what is the link to the puzzle?
Look, it looks like
That's
we used to go to Blockbuster.
Uh-huh.
Like a VCR tape. Is that what it is?
So when you guys finish a puzzle, do you just tear it apart? Do you shellac it and frame it?
I'm going to shellac it, bro. I'm going to get what is that stuff called? Gob goo, whatever it is.
Yeah. No, I've done this in the past where I've finished a puzzle and then I take it apart, flip the pieces over, and you do it with no picture.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I can't do that. That's not me.
Insanity. Okay, that's when you really run out of shit, dude. I'm telling you right now. Like, if you're doing that.
So, Tim, are you a movie watcher? What do you do in your downtime?
This is what I can't. This is what I'm going to do. I really start getting kind of crazy if I watch more than like 2 movies back to back. Like, I have to walk around. I have to do something. I have to move. And if I get into certain moods, like the things I watch will put me in a certain mood. But when I really want to get like into I can watch 3 or 4. It'll be like John Hughesy kind of stuff. That kind of reminds me of like
the stuff you grew up with.
Yeah, like the comforting stuff that I can watch. Literally, Ferris Bueller has been on TV 8 million times, and I can watch it. You know what I'm saying? It's fine. But anything new, I kind of get. I get scared walking into that realm, and I don't have enough patience to last through the first 20 minutes of something I don't like. You know, some things you have to wait out, especially like series now on TV.
See, I can't watch movies over and over. I can't watch, with the exception of maybe 5 movies, including National Lampoon's Vacation. Yes. I can't watch movies more than once. I feel like, well, things are different now, but in the old world before coronavirus, I felt like if I had 2 free hours, I wanted to do something I haven't done before, see something I haven't seen. Like, it's so rare to get that free time. I want to make sure I'm doing something different. Now I guess all bets are off, and I've got all the time in the world.
I'll tell you something else I'm doing. I was a drum, like most of my life when in high school and college, I was a drummer all my life. And I stopped when I got into radio because I lived in apartments.
Yeah.
And they didn't have those V drums like they have now. And to afford those things are freaking expensive. So I actually bought it, and I've had them, and now I haven't used them since my last place. So my place is kind of small now, but I'm just going to put like a 5-piece, 4-piece in and just start playing.
Hey, do you want to start like a virtual Corona band?
So, especially with your ukulele, it's going to be awesome.
That'll be sweet.
James, do you play anything?
No, but I was thinking maybe you should play the steel drum instead, and that would be more compatible with the ukulele.
There you have it.
Yeah, but my neighbors would probably disagree with you on that one if I was trying to play with that.
Oh, but I love it. I
want to tell you a story really quick about where I live. My building is mostly millennial and younger Google employees, okay, who are living life right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're like, woo, you know what I'm saying? They party on my floor constantly, okay? When I say constantly, it's like constantly. And I can't yell at them because I want to be the guy going, get off my lawn. You know, I'm not doing it. Because, by the way, when you rent a place, they don't tell you who lives in here. Nope. They're like, they're not allowed to, right? It's the law or something.
Or something.
So I actually put one freaking song on. Gary, a record guy, was over there. He was like, I'm going to play a song. We put it, I got Sonos, put the song on for 3 minutes on a Thursday night at 9 o'clock. I had the quickest door knock I've ever had with a millennial going, could you please? So I'm like, are you shitting me, man? I'm 48 and you're going to call. I'm like, it's literally not even turned up. Like literally. So now I'm going to like, I don't care anymore. Like it knocks. I'm like, nobody's home. Break it up. And I don't care anymore. So yeah, maybe steel drum's the way to go from this point.
Maybe. All right. In the fleeting time we have left, I want to promote the fact that you guys are on the radio every weekday. Tim Virgin, you are 3 to 7 p.m. on 101 WKQX. Mm-hmm. John Manley, 7 to midnight. You guys, it's an interesting time. You guys are the touchstones to the rest of the world right now. As we're all shuttered in, you guys are kind of on the front lines. And I don't want to overstate your value, but you play an important role right now in Chicago, being on the air.
Yeah, thanks. No pressure, right? Appreciate that.
It's look, John, I don't know about you, but have you found out, like, felt in this last couple of days, like, it's a whole new world what we're doing now. Like, every break has to be something about, you don't want it to be depressing, but you want people to know facts and then kind of with a little bit of humor and kind of like, so it's a whole new world for me. I don't know about you. It's like,
I'm still kind of, I feel like I'm still kind of trying to find my feet. Like I feel really disconnected from the audience doing it from here.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Does that bother you?
Yeah, a lot. It really, like, I haven't figured how to get
in your motion.
Corny, but like get the vibe, you know, like my groove. I haven't quite
found it.
I'm still figuring that part out because like I'm trying to be thoughtful and informative, but also entertaining and trying to find like the middle is stuff. The hardest part is like, 45% of the bands that we play were like coming to town in the next month or two. So it's such like muscle reflex to be like June 10th, Foles, Aragon. It's like, wait.
Right. I still say June because we're going to party in June, dude. I don't care. I'm jumping off this balcony if it's June at this point. But like, I'm realizing like how hard it is to make things informative and entertaining. Do you know what I'm saying?
It's
because
tough.
we're different. James, you know that more than anybody. You know what I'm saying?
It's tough, and you're not supposed to have this figured out yet. I mean, everything is so new and so unprecedented. You're figuring out how to navigate just as all the rest of us are trying to figure out how to navigate through this world. I mean, I think that's totally fair. I mean, you're not going to have this figured out.
What's really challenging, too, is like doing nights is that all the news has pretty much happened.
Yeah.
There's not anything like new, like the mayor goes on today and talks about everything and it's like, boom, now you have something to go update. Here's what's happening. All of my stuff is kind of at this point kind of settled at this point. It's 4 or 5 hours old and it's like, okay, I got to touch on it because it's stuff, but at the same time, I don't want to be, I mean, I don't think anybody wants me to come in at 7 o'clock and it's nighttime, so let's just get wacky. Like, it doesn't even feel right.
Well, you're the music intensive guy too at night, and that's tough because music is kind of on a standstill. Right? Well, it's not, but
what I'm trying to, it's kind of been my angle so far is just like, let's hang out and listen to tunes. Because to be honest, like it's this may come off as a little corny, but like it's really as therapeutic for me as it is for a listener to like let's just tune out and listen to some music for a little while. Like, it's been really helpful to get me through it too in a weird sort of way, which I wasn't expecting. Like I kind of thought I'd be, the authority or whatever you want to call it. Like, okay, come along with me. I'll take care of you. And I'm kind of going like, man, I'm really in this with you,
Well, guys, I adore you both. And we may need to keep having, not recording, but we may need to keep having these conversations just to keep
I would love to do this.
That FaceTime, that connection, which is, I swear it's important.
With me, so I'm in. I'll podcast with you whenever you want.
Yeah.
Just seeing your faces makes me happy. So Tim Virgin, John Manley, thank you for doing this.
Thank you, James.
And when this muck passes us by, we'll do this in a car with food for real. Just like I used to back in February. We'll do it like, remember February?
Oh, I want a breaded steak.
Oh, we'll go to Recca-Benny's.
Yeah.
Manley, have you been to Recca-Benny's yet?
No.
So it shall be. Breaded steak sandwich. Done. Car Con Carne, sponsored by C&H Financial Services. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, man.
JVO.